And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. There was given unto him a great sword. There was given unto him a great sword. There was given unto him a great sword.
Over a long period of time and honed that blade into what it is now. What's crazy is that more than 500 years later, that thing is still pristine. I mean, whoever took care of that and passed it down to the next person who took care of it, and you know, until it got to the podcast room, it's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
One day, someone's going to be looking at a Tesla like that. Dude.
I've covered the pillars at St. John's Cathedral in New York City many times throughout the years, and this right here, once again, is a good reason why. This connects to all the fires. Right here on the pillars, you basically see the end of the world. You can look this up for yourself if you're interested. Again, many of you have seen me do breakdowns on these pillars, but most importantly, here's one right here, where amidst all of this chaos and destruction, we have something or somebody coming out of a birthing canal, right? You see the little lamb underneath there. And I believe this is essentially the same thing we saw in I Pet Goat 2 with the false Christ type figure and the end of the church age and the birthing canal. So even here on St. John's Pillars, we have the same idea of the birthing of the Antichrist, or the arrival of the Antichrist.
Yes, 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 yes.
God bless Babylon.
Rule over us, please. Rule over us. We need you so bad. And of course, if that wasn't enough, because
it's a small world after all. Go!
Yeah, because it's such a small world. Fun fact, Kimball Musk actually dated the ex-girlfriend of Jeffrey Epstein from 2011 to 2012. That's according to Business Insider. So interesting stuff. Now, you may know that Elon Musk is actually partnered with Grimes, and the two both had a child whose name I can't pronounce, which we'll go over here in a moment. But Grimes and Elon Musk, Grimes, which we'll be covering here in a moment, he may or may not be partnered with a witch.
It's a small world after all.
Especially among these circles. They lord over you, they rule over you. But don't you worry. Don't you worry at all. Because he is Patriot. Patriot.
Of the
devoted.
Sweet land of the
Yes.
I don't think most people understand just how quickly machine intelligence is advancing. It's much faster than almost anyone realizes, even within Silicon Valley, and certainly outside Silicon Valley, people really have no idea. If there's a super intelligent, particularly if it's engaged in recursive self-improvement, if there's some digital super intelligence and its optimization or utility function is something that's detrimental to humanity, then it will have a very bad effect.
So what happened with you where you decided, or you took on a more fatalistic attitude? Like, what was there any specific thing, or was it just the inevitability of our future?
I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years.
This seems
Nobody
like a scene
listened.
in a movie
Nobody
where
listened.
the robot could take over and you're freaking me out. Nobody listened.
Nobody listened.
No one. Are people more inclined to listen today? It seems like an issue that's brought up more often over the last few years than it was maybe 5-10 years ago. It seemed like science fiction.
Maybe they will. So far they haven't. The percentage of intelligence that is not human is increasing. And eventually, we will represent a very small percentage of intelligence. I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years.
It's capable of vastly more than almost anyone knows. And the rate of improvement is exponential. And it scares the hell out of me.